All right, today we're going to climb the ladder of one of the most intense professions on the entire planet, the hedge fund. We're going to follow the journey from a brand new intern, fresh out of college, all the way to the founder who built the whole machine. So let's get into it.
This quote, this right here, is what it's all about. It frames our entire story. Because this isn't just about getting rich. It's about the true cost of survival, what it takes to climb, and, what actually happens when you finally reach the very top of a multi-billion-dollar machine.
So how does it all start? Well, it begins with just getting your foot in the door. And let me tell you, the price of admission, it's steeper than you could possibly imagine. Okay, just look at these numbers. It's a brutal funnel. You might send out 40 applications just to get a single offer. Then you walk into the building with 7 other interns, all smiling, but everyone knows the math. Only 2 of you are getting asked to come back. Right from day one, the biggest fear isn't failing, it's just being ordinary.
The movies get it so wrong. You're expecting Wolf of Wall Street, right? People screaming into phones, total chaos. But the reality? You walk into a silence that's heavier than any noise you've ever heard. It's the sound of insane focus, where entire careers are made or broken in complete anonymity, with just one quiet keystroke.
So let's see how this builds. You made the cut, you got the return offer. Awesome, right? Well, now the real work starts. This is the grind.
As a junior analyst, your whole world just shrinks down to the size of a computer monitor. You're not some master of the universe. You are the engine that literally feeds the machine. Your life becomes about building these massive 40-tab financial models, trying to project a future that you're way too tired to even think about for yourself.
And this is where the human cost really hits you. The hours are just brutal. We're talking 7 in the morning to 9 at night, and that's the minimum. You miss everything. Birthdays, weddings, eventually your friends just kind of stop calling. And yeah, you're 23, making more money than your parents, but you have absolutely no life to actually spend it on.
But all those hours, all that sacrifice, it's all building towards one single critical moment. It's time to stop just feeding the machine and prove that you can actually guide it. It's time to pitch your own idea.
So imagine this. You've poured a month of your life into this, a 60-page deep dive, 14 different stress tests. You walk into the portfolio manager's office, heart pounding, and he just looks at you and says, "Give me the thesis in 2 sentences. All that work, all those sleepless nights, boiled down to 20 seconds. The pressure is just unreal."
And if he likes it, boom, $40 million. $40 million of the fund's capital, just like that, riding on your judgment. Your hands are probably shaking as you walk back to your desk, because now every single tick of that stock on your screen, it feels like your own heartbeat.
And then it happens, the moment of truth. The earnings report drops, and you were right. You were completely right. The stock gaps up, and before lunch, you've just made the fund $6 million. So what's your reward? A big ceremony? A giant bonus check slammed on your desk? Nope. The portfolio manager just walks by your desk, doesn't even break stride, and says, "Nice call." And in this world, those 2 words, they are your standing ovation. It's the only validation that matters. That one win, that nice call, it completely changes the game for you. Your entire trajectory shifts. You're no longer just the analyst in the back room suggesting ideas. Now, you're being trusted to deploy capital yourself. And the pressure, it transforms into something else entirely.
And this table here, it just breaks down that shift perfectly. As an analyst, your stress comes from the hours. As a portfolio manager, a PM, your stress comes from the P&L, your profit and loss. That number updating in real time all day long. Your fear isn't about being wrong on one call anymore. It's this deep, existential dread of going backward, of losing money. And as you keep proving yourself, the trust grows, and so does your book. That's the amount of capital you're actually managing. You might start with $200 million. You survive a few years, you show consistent returns, and that grows to $500 million. If you reach the top tier, you're deploying $1 billion or more.
Okay, so let's keep climbing. Once you've mastered managing money, what's next? The next step is to start managing the machine itself. Your focus shifts away from individual bets and toward the survival of the entire firm.
At these senior levels, your job is, well, it's almost unrecognizable. As director of research, you're a talent scout, trying to find the next great mind. As the CIO, you're basically a professional doomsayer, constantly gaming out worst-case scenarios. And as the managing partner, you're not even really an investor anymore. You're a global diplomat for the firm.
And here's why. It all comes down to the most important 3 letters in this entire world. AUM. Assets under management. This number is everything. It's the firm's lifeblood. It determines the fees, the prestige, the ability to hire the best people. One bad year, investors pull their money, the AUM shrinks, and this whole multi-billion-dollar enterprise can literally die in 18 months.
Which brings us, finally, all the way to the top. The final level. The person who started it all, who built this entire machine from nothing more than a single desk and a really good idea.
I mean, just look at this journey. 20 years to go from that first quiet, nice call all the way to sitting on top of a $15 billion empire. He's got the homes, his name is on university buildings. He's achieved everything you could possibly imagine. So you have to wonder, right? Why is he still the first one in the office at 6 a.m.? It's not about the money anymore, not even close. It's because the market is the ultimate arena. It doesn't care who you are. It doesn't care what you did yesterday. Every single morning, it tests you from zero.
And that's where we come full circle. The founder looks out his corner office window and sees a new intern walking in, wearing a new suit, thinking this whole thing is a story about money. The founder is standing exactly where that intern dreams of being one day. But after seeing everything it takes, you have to ask yourself, is the prize really worth the price?